What's up, YouTube? We're here today. We got a 2012 Wrangler JKU. Not that the U part really matters. What we're concerned with is the code, the engine code P0456. I got this code on my Jeep at about 75,000 miles. Initially just started as a check engine light. I researched it back to see that it was a small evap leak somewhere in the system. And I Googled and read and Googled and looked and YouTube and did all these things and never really could find a real positive what it could be. Several different reasons of things that could be causing the 456. So initially I looked at a few things online, never really could come up with anything. And it eventually threw the gas cap code. It actually said gas cap on the dash, so I assumed it was the gas cap. Went out, replaced the gas cap, reset the code. Just simply did the battery disconnect for 10 minutes or so to reset the code. And it went away for, I don't know, 2 or 3 days and came right back. So I knew the gas cap wasn't the problem. I'm assuming the gas cap probably needed to be replaced. So anyway, gas cap got done. I got to looking around underneath the Jeep. And I can't really get to it right now to show you, but back here towards the gas tank, where the gas tank gets up underneath there, if you look up underneath there, right above the axle where the gas tank sits, there's some lines and some fuel vapor lines and things of that nature that run back there. You might check those. Also seen some of the nipples that go into the top of the sending unit or whatever that is that sits on top of the gas tank. Sometimes those plastic nipples can break off where some of the lines go in, so you may check all that. I checked everything. Everything was tight, and then one day I found that one of the fuel vapor lines looked like it had been chewed through. Like maybe a squirrel had gotten up underneath there and actually chewed through the line. So I simply taped it up. Instead of buying the whole thing, I wanted to see what could be done just to see if that was even the code. So I taped it up. I ran it for 2 or 3 more days after resetting the code. Still the same thing. Check engine light came back. So I came across a video, the only video that I hadn't tried yet. And a lot of people were talking about checking the lines, checking these lines that run through here and they run down around the back side of the engine here. If you can trace those down through there and you can look, sometimes they'll get up beside the engine here and they'll vibrate and they'll rub holes in these kind of plastic lines here. So check all that. Well, the guy that I had saw, he traced this line all the way back, all the way through here, and he came up to right here. And he had the same problem I had. There's nothing on this. There's no clamp, no nothing. And if you do not have anything on this as of yet, and you still get this 0456, and you've tried everything else, you may simply pull this. See if this is loose, because on mine it was very loose, and it just simply almost fall off of there. Nothing was securing it. So for the time being, again, temporary fix just to see if this would do the trick. I zip tied it simply because I didn't have any clamps available. So I zip tied it on there, tightened it down. It's snug, I can't pull it off of there. Cleared the code. That's been about a week and a half ago. And I've driven probably 200 or 300 miles since then, and I have yet to get a code again. So I'm pretty confident that this was the last bit of my code. So you guys might check that out, and I hope it helps you out. Good luck.